Hello, good morning, happy Monday. I hope you guys can hear me. So, this is kind of random. I wasn't planning on going live, but I just kind of felt inspired to, I guess. Um, this is about anxiety mainly. And just to be completely transparent, and I'm going to post this on my wall later so people can watch it later. But, super on and off anxious all week, and I think it's more hormonal. I think it's very connected to my cycle, which is something that I'm wanting to learn a lot more about because it really hits me strong of those moments. I was sitting there feeling a lot of anxiety, and specifically in my chest and in my stomach, the type where you want to take a deep breath and it's almost like you're imagining stretching out the anxiety in your body. If you guys can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. I want to make sure these headphones are working. But I, anyways, woke up with some anxiety today. Again, it was on and off. I was like, oh, good. It's gone. I put some makeup on. I put a nice outfit on. I feel good when I look in the mirror. I feel clean. That's a huge thing that I think can help also with depression. And if you have, oh gosh, there's a big wasp. And if you experience anxiety, so there was that. I also got to love on my little nephew, which is I think feeling a little baby's energy can be a really beautiful thing. So if you have a baby near you, you could definitely do that. Um, oh sorry, I was reading the comments. So anyways, move your body. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more, make it really deep, and just imagine that air going through your nose all the way through your body. Inhale. Even that just there was really relaxed, really relieving for me because I still am feeling some anxiety in my body, specifically in my stomach and my chest. So I took some deep breath this morning. I did anyway, so I had a morning. I actually met with an old friend, and then I came to sit down and work. I put my phone away and I took out my devotional. And through all this, I was feeling anxiety. I just felt anxious. I felt overwhelmed. I had a lot of things going through my mind, and I know what I was focusing on was causing me more anxiety than I was already feeling. So I decided, phone away, couldn't see it, did my devotional, journaled. Haven't done these yet. I can do these on this, but let me read you my devotional because it really brought me it brought me a lot of peace. And then I'm going to share with you a part of my journal, not all of it, but a part of my journal. Just, I'm going to read it. Okay, July 20th. Seek my face, and you will find all that you have longed for. The deepest yearnings of your heart are for intimacy with me. I know because I designed you to desire me. Do not feel guilty about taking time to be still in my presence. You are simply responding to the tugs of divinity within you. I made you in my image, and I hide heaven in your heart. Your yearning for me is a form of homesickness, longing for your true home in heaven. Do not be afraid. A few of these lines really, really resonated with me. Do not be afraid to be different from other people. I love that. The path I have called you to travel is exquisitely right for you. Love that. And then the last line with some of you. And then I went to my journal, and so I journal every single day. It's a way for me just to dump my thoughts onto paper. I pray journal, I gratitude journal, I write about my future. I do all sorts of types of journaling, and every day is different. But today I was basically dumping all of my thoughts onto paper about what I'm feeling anxious about and all the things I have to do, and some things with clients and with my personal life. I feel like some of this anxiety has been brought on with some imposter syndrome, right? Like I'll just tell you some of the mean thoughts that have been going through my head about me, like, who the hell do you think you are? Are you even being real? You know, would the real you even say that? Can you just, you're developing social anxiety, you're developing because it was instant relief when I had this thought. And I think a lot of you may think this thought is negative, so you have to try it on for you. But if you interpret it the way I'm interpreting it, it should bring you relief. But again, you have to try it for you. So here I am dumping all my thoughts onto paper, all my anxious thoughts onto paper. And I do this little squiggle, and I took a breath, and this thought came into my head, and I wrote it, and it was, none of this matters. Nothing matters. None of this matters. And I repeated it, and I just felt so much relief throughout my whole body because, and this is what I said, none of this matters because life is so much more. I feel so much lighter. Thank you. This is it. Thank you, God. I feel you. Overwhelmingly so. Thank you. I'm crying now, and it feels so good. Thank you. You are love, and you are in me always. Thank you. I love you. And then I had closed my eyes and I came back to my journal and I said, I closed my eyes and I just sat with you for a moment and it felt so good. Thank you for your comfort. Your comfort is so real. It's so strong. Thank you. Of relief when I would just focus on my breath, but those nothing like I just felt 10 minutes ago. And that's why I wanted to come on here and share with you because I know many of you experience anxiety and so many of my clients experience anxiety. And you have to find a way to manage that. And it's okay if it's up and down and up and down. And today, this is what soothed me. This is what gave me a moment to breathe and genuinely, fully feel God's presence and feel relaxed and feel loved. And I hear myself talking right now and this is a loving voice coming in and saying, even if you were telling yourself this morning, you would have had that mean, anxious voice coming in and yelling you and telling you were fake and telling you this peace go through my body. And if you experience anxiety or if you have these, if you're a woman and you have these hormonal switches throughout the month, especially, but even if you're not, men experience anxiety too, having these moments of peace and relief are so precious because it makes you feel normal again. It makes you feel whole. And I really wanted to share that with you guys because it was and I learned to do my devotional and to sit down and journal and to take those deep intentional breaths and to move my body and to disconnect. It wasn't really connected to my social media this weekend, and I really needed to disconnect from that because I was experiencing the anxiety and that was triggering. So I'm going to pull an angel card and I want you guys to I'm going to set and it holds space I'll hold space right now for everybody. This won't be just for me. This card is going to speak to all of us. So whatever. Oh, and by the way, these are Healing with Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And I really like them. I like to say a little prayer, and it just brings it sparks thought work. It brings positive vibes. It helps set the day right, and I just hands and release unhealthful situations. The divine light can enter. Miracles always follow when we surrender troubling conditions. You'll find you'll find that when we surrender troubling conditions. Oh, sorry, I read that. Getting on here and talking it out with you guys and sharing with you guys. So I hope it was helpful, especially